Have you ever woken up one morning only to sense something subtly different within yourself? It wasn't pain. There were no injuries or bruises to explain it. Yet as you bent down to tie your shoes or stood up from your favorite chair, you felt an unusual weight, a quiet resistance in your legs. You paused, puzzled. Was I always this slow? This invisible shift often passes unnoticed, creeping up on you until suddenly, something that used to be simple becomes an effort. By then, your muscles have been silently diminishing little by little. You might not see it, you might not even feel it yet, but thousands of others, just like you're losing muscle strength day after day, unknowingly. This isn't just a natural part of aging. It's a condition called sarcopenia, one that causes your muscle mass to gradually shrink, your strength to fade, and your independence to slip away without warning. After 50, the body naturally loses about 1% to 2% of muscle mass each year. But here's the shocking truth. Some of the most common foods in your kitchen could be speeding up this process. These culprits don't come with warning labels. And in fact, some of them have been celebrated as healthy for years. Today, we're going to expose 5 of the most surprising and damaging foods that are quietly destroying your muscle strength, and you may be eating them every single day. If you notice that simple tasks are becoming more challenging, if you feel weaker, less steady, or just not like yourself lately, stay with me. What you're about to learn could be the key to reversing the damage and regaining your strength, balance, and vitality. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to the Senior Fit family, where every week we share science-backed tips to help you stay strong, energized, and independent at any age. Let's dive in, starting with the first silent enemy of your muscles: excessive coffee consumption, the silent thief of muscle health. For many of us, coffee is more than just a drink. It's a daily ritual. The rich aroma, the warmth that fills your hands, the first sip that jolts you awake, is a comfort that feels almost sacred. But what if I told you that this seemingly harmless morning cup could be quietly sabotaging your muscle health, especially as you age? Coffee itself isn't the enemy. In moderation, it has some real benefits. It's packed with antioxidants, can boost alertness, and even support brain function. But here's the catch. When consumed in excess, particularly as we grow older, coffee becomes something much more dangerous. It turns into a silent thief of muscle strength. One of the primary reasons coffee becomes an issue is its diuretic effect. Caffeine increases how much fluid your body eliminates through urine. And with that fluid loss, you're also shedding vital minerals like calcium and magnesium, 2 of the most essential nutrients your muscles rely on for strength and function. When these minerals are depleted, your muscles start to feel the strain. You might begin noticing cramps, twitching, or an overwhelming sense of fatigue. What you may brush off as just getting older could actually be your body calling for help. But that's not all. Coffee also has a direct impact on your stress hormones, particularly cortisol. If you drink coffee, especially on an empty stomach or during times of stress, your body releases an increased amount of cortisol into your bloodstream. This hormone signals your body to break down muscle tissue and convert it into quick energy. While this might have been helpful when our ancestors were running from danger, in today's world, it's simply eating away at your muscle mass. The more coffee you drink, the higher your cortisol levels climb, making it harder for your body to build or even maintain muscle mass. And the damage doesn't end there. Coffee also interferes with one of the most crucial processes for muscle recovery: sleep. You see, muscle repair doesn't happen when you're awake. It happens while you sleep, particularly during deep sleep stages. It's during these moments that your body releases growth hormones to repair tissues, rebuild muscle fibers, and rejuvenate your energy. But when you drink coffee too late in the day, its lingering effects can shorten those deep sleep cycles. The result? Less recovery, more breakdown, and a slow loss of strength over time. Moreover, coffee's acidic nature can increase inflammation, causing digestive issues that prevent your body from absorbing the nutrients it needs to keep your muscles strong and functional. This silent inflammation weakens your muscles, making them more susceptible to wear and tear. So what can you do? You don't have to give up coffee completely, but you need to be mindful of how much you're drinking and when you're drinking it. Limit yourself to 1 or 2 small cups a day, ideally in the morning after you've eaten something. Avoid drinking coffee late in the afternoon or evening, as it will interfere with your sleep and muscle recovery. If you need a warm drink throughout the day, consider switching to green tea. It contains less caffeine and is rich in antioxidants that actively support muscle and brain health. Herbal teas like chamomile, ginger, or rooibos are also excellent alternatives. They're gentle on your system, hydrating, and packed with minerals that support your overall health. The key here is balance. If you're a regular coffee drinker, make sure your diet includes plenty of foods rich in calcium and magnesium, leafy green vegetables, nuts like almonds and walnuts, and mineral-rich water. By making these small changes, you can help counteract the effects of caffeine and keep your muscles in top condition. Remember, strength isn't just about lifting weights at the gym. It's about making the right choices every day, sip by sip, moment by moment, to protect the muscles that allow you to live life to fullest. 2. Sugary snacks and sweets, the hidden enemy of your muscles. Picture this. It's the middle of the afternoon, and you're feeling that familiar craving for something sweet. You reach for a candy bar or a sugary snack, thinking it will give you that quick burst of energy you need. But what you don't realize is that this seemingly harmless treat is quietly waging a war against your muscles. When you consume sugary snacks, candies, and desserts regularly, your blood sugar levels spike, and that's when the trouble begins. Your body reacts by releasing a surge of insulin to bring those sugar levels down. But over time, this constant back and forth can lead to insulin resistance. Insulin resistance doesn't just put you at risk for type 2 diabetes. It also accelerates muscle breakdown. You see, when your blood sugar is constantly fluctuating, your body struggles to repair and maintain muscle fibers effectively. And it doesn't stop there. These sugary snacks don't provide your muscles with the fuel they need to grow stronger. Instead, they provide empty calories, quick bursts of sugar that contribute to fat gain rather than muscle mass. So while your weight might be going up, your strength is quietly going down. Over time, you might find yourself feeling more winded when carrying groceries or noticing that your legs are trembling after climbing a few stairs. But here's the good news. It doesn't have to be this way. You don't need to banish sweet treats forever, but you can make smarter choices that nourish your muscles instead of draining them. Opt for snacks that are rich in protein, healthy fats, and fiber, like nuts, seeds, or a handful of Greek yogurt with berries. These foods help stabilize your blood sugar, provide steady energy, and most importantly, support muscle health. Small changes like this can make a huge difference in how you feel and how your muscles perform. So, the next time that craving hits, reach for something that fuels your muscles for the long haul, not something that wears them down. Your muscles will thank you, and you'll be one step closer to maintaining strength and vitality for years to come. 3. Refined carbohydrates, white bread, pasta, pastries, cookies, a hidden muscle saboteur. Imagine sitting down to your favorite meal. Freshly toasted white bread with a bit of butter or a plate of pasta, perhaps topped with your favorite sauce. It's comforting, familiar, and so easy to enjoy. But what you might not realize is that these refined carbohydrates, like white bread, pasta, pastries, and cookies, are secretly working against your muscles. These foods, though delicious and satisfying, are nutritionally empty. During the refining process, they lose their fiber, vitamins, and minerals, leaving only starchy, fast-absorbing carbohydrates. When you consume them, your blood sugar spikes almost immediately, causing a quick surge of energy. But here's the problem. Each time you eat them, this rapid spike in blood sugar triggers your body to release a flood of insulin to bring those levels back down. Now, imagine this happening repeatedly over time, every meal or snack setting off this roller coaster of blood sugar highs and crashes. The constant up and down creates inflammation in your body, and inflammation is like rust to metal. It slowly chips away at your muscle fibers, weakening them over time. Worse yet, these insulin spikes interfere with your body's ability to properly use protein to repair and rebuild muscle. Even if you're eating enough lean meats, eggs, or other muscle-building foods, your muscles aren't getting the full benefit because your body is too busy dealing with sugar overload to focus on repair. This is a silent attack on your strength. The weight might creep up due to fat gain, but your muscle mass quietly decreases, leaving you feeling weaker, less steady, and more fatigued with everyday activities. But here's the solution. You don't need to give up bread or pasta altogether. What you need is to swap those refined carbs for healthier, whole grain options. Choose whole wheat bread, quinoa, brown rice, or pasta made from lentils or chickpeas. These foods retain their natural fiber and nutrients, helping to stabilize your blood sugar and reduce inflammation. Pair these whole grains with lean proteins like chicken, fish, or plant-based proteins, and healthy fats like avocado or olive oil. This combination not only supports your muscle health, but also keeps you feeling full longer and provides steady energy throughout the day. By making these small but smart changes, you'll give your muscles the fuel they need to thrive and protect your strength for years to come. 4. Trans fats, found in processed and packaged foods, a silent destroyer of muscle health. We've all been there. A quick snack to satisfy a craving, a fast food meal on a busy day, or a packaged pastry as a quick breakfast. But what many of us don't realize is that these seemingly harmless foods often contain trans fats, and these fats are doing far more damage to your body than you might think. Trans fats, which are commonly found in packaged baked goods, fried foods, and even margarine, are one of the most harmful fats you can consume. While they give foods that crispiness or extended shelf life, they come at a high cost to your health, particularly your muscles. Here's why. Trans fats are highly inflammatory. This means they cause your body to react with chronic low-grade inflammation, which affects almost every system in your body, including your muscles. When you eat foods loaded with trans fats, your body struggles to properly circulate blood, and your blood vessels can become clogged. This interferes with your muscles' ability to get the nutrients and oxygen they need to grow, repair, and perform their best. Just like any system in your body, muscles need a constant supply of oxygen and nutrients to function properly. Blood carries these vital elements. But when trans fats compromise your circulation, your muscles are left without the fuel they need. Over time, this leads to muscle degeneration, meaning your muscles become weaker, less resilient, and more prone to fatigue and cramping. But that's not all. The effects of trans fats go beyond just restricting blood flow. These unhealthy fats also increase the presence of free radicals in your body. Free radicals are unstable molecules that can damage tissues, including muscle fibers. This oxidative stress further weakens your muscles, making it more difficult for them to recover after exercise and impairing their ability to perform at their best. You might start to notice this when you feel more fatigued after physical activity, or when simple tasks like climbing stairs leave your legs feeling heavy and sore. The more you rely on foods containing trans fats, the harder it becomes for your muscles to rebuild themselves, resulting in more frequent discomfort, slower recovery, and a general sense of weakness. So, what can you do to protect your muscle health? First, you don't have to give up flavor or convenience. You just need to make better choices. Instead of processed foods full of trans fats, opt for foods rich in healthy fats that actually support muscle function. Healthy fats, like those found in avocados, olive oil, and fatty fish, such as salmon, sardine, and mackerel, are full of omega-3 fatty acids that actively fight inflammation and support your muscles in repair and recovery. Omega-3s are known to improve circulation, reduce muscle inflammation, and increase the efficiency of muscle protein synthesis, which helps your muscles recover after exercise and grow stronger over time. Other healthy fat options include nuts like almonds and walnuts, seeds like chia or flax seeds, and plant-based oils, such as coconut oil. These fats are full of nutrients that nourish your muscles, providing them with the energy they need to function at their best. The key is to replace harmful trans fats with these heart-healthy, muscle-supporting fats that actively protect your muscle mass and overall health. Additionally, incorporating healthy fats into your diet can improve your overall cardiovascular health, which also benefits muscle function. Better circulation means better blood flow to your muscles, allowing them to receive the nutrients and oxygen they need to stay strong and functional. It's all about making the right food choices. Instead of reaching for that package of chips or a fried snack, choose a handful of nuts or a bowl of Greek yogurt with some flax seeds. Instead of slathering margarine on your toast, drizzle a little olive oil or enjoy half an avocado with your breakfast. These simple swaps can make a huge difference in how your muscles feel and perform. By avoiding trans fats and focusing on healthier fat sources, you'll give your muscles the care and fuel they need to stay strong, flexible, and resilient as you age. Your body and muscles will thank you for it, and you'll start to feel more energetic, less fatigued, and more confident in your strength. So the next time you're tempted by a quick, processed snack, remember, healthy fats are your muscle's best friend. Make the change and protect your strength for the long run. 5. Excessive alcohol consumption, the hidden threat to muscle health. A glass of wine with dinner or a celebratory toast on special occasions. These moments are part of life. But what happens when that occasional drink turns into regular or excessive alcohol consumption? While moderate drinking may not be harmful, excessive alcohol intake can quietly undermine your muscle health in ways you might not even realize. When you consume alcohol in excess, it starts interfering with one of the most essential processes for maintaining muscle strength: protein synthesis. Protein synthesis is the process by which your body repairs and builds muscle fibers after physical activity. Alcohol, particularly when consumed in large amounts, disrupts this vital function, making it harder for your muscles to recover and grow stronger. Over time, this can lead to muscle wasting, leaving you feeling weaker, less steady, and more prone to fatigue. But the damage doesn't stop there. Chronic drinking can also lead to nutrient deficiencies that are crucial for muscle maintenance. Alcohol depletes your body's stores of vitamins and minerals like vitamin D, calcium, and magnesium, which are all essential for muscle function. Without these nutrients, your muscles cannot function properly, and your ability to repair and regenerate muscle fibers is compromised. As a result, your muscles become more vulnerable to injury and strain, and recovery becomes slower and more difficult. Moreover, alcohol has a dehydrating effect on the body. While it may seem like a cold beer or cocktail helps you unwind, it's actually draining your body of the hydration it needs to function properly. Dehydration is a major factor in muscle weakness and soreness. When your body is dehydrated, your muscles lack the fluid they need to contract properly, leading to cramping, stiffness, and an increased risk of injury. The more dehydrated you are, the more difficult it becomes for your muscles to recover after exertion, and the higher the likelihood of experiencing pain or strain during daily activities. But don't worry, this doesn't mean you have to completely cut out alcohol from your life. Moderation is key. If you're someone who enjoys a drink from time to time, it's important to keep your intake in check. For most adults, this means limiting alcohol consumption to 1 drink per day for women and 2 drinks per day for men. In addition to moderating alcohol intake, proper hydration is essential for maintaining muscle health. When you drink alcohol, make sure to balance it with plenty of water or hydrating drinks. Aim to drink at least 1 glass of water for every alcoholic beverage you consume to replenish what's lost, and ensure your muscles stay properly hydrated. Another tip is to focus on nutrient-dense foods to replenish the vitamins and minerals that alcohol may deplete. Foods rich in vitamin D, like fortified dairy products and fatty fish, calcium, like leafy greens and dairy, and magnesium, like nuts, seeds, and whole grains, can help support muscle function and recovery. Ensuring a balanced, nutrient-packed diet will help counteract the negative effects of alcohol on your muscles. By moderating alcohol intake and focusing on hydration and proper nutrition, you can maintain strong, healthy muscles as you age. You don't have to give up the occasional drink, but you should be mindful of how much alcohol you're consuming and the impact it may be having on your muscle health. Make small adjustments, and you'll not only protect your muscles, but also enjoy a healthier, more active lifestyle as you age. 6. Low-protein diets, the hidden cause of muscle loss. Protein is one of the most vital nutrients for your muscles. It's essential for muscle repair, growth, and maintenance, particularly as we age. Without enough protein, your muscles cannot repair themselves after use, nor can they grow and become stronger. But here's the troubling truth. Many older adults don't consume enough protein to meet their body's needs. This can lead to muscle wasting, leaving you weaker and more vulnerable to fatigue and injury. As you age, your body's ability to build and retain muscle becomes less efficient. Protein plays a crucial role in keeping muscle mass intact and supporting the regeneration of muscle fibers. Without an adequate protein intake, your muscles begin to shrink, and over time, you may experience a decline in strength and function. This process, called sarcopenia, can accelerate muscle loss, making everyday tasks feel harder and increasing your risk of falls and fractures. Unfortunately, many older adults struggle to get enough protein in their diet. Whether it's due to a reduced appetite, difficulty chewing, or simply not knowing how much protein is needed. The result is often muscle loss that could have been avoided. The danger is that a low-protein diet doesn't just affect your muscles. It can impact your overall health. Protein is also important for maintaining healthy skin, hair, and immune function. So a deficiency can leave you feeling more fatigued and susceptible to illness. For those who rely on animal-based proteins like lean meats, fish, and eggs, the solution is relatively straightforward. Just ensure your meals are rich in high-quality protein. For example, lean cuts of chicken, turkey, fish like salmon, and egg provide all the essential amino acids your muscles need to stay strong. If you're someone who enjoys meat, these foods should be staples in your diet. But what if you're vegetarian or vegan? The good news is that plant-based proteins are an excellent alternative. Lentils, beans, tofu, tempeh, quinoa, and chickpeas are all rich in protein and can easily be incorporated into meals. It's important for vegetarians and vegans to pay attention to the variety of plant-based proteins they consume, as some plant proteins may lack certain amino acids. Combining different plant-based proteins, like beans and rice or lentils with quinoa, ensures you're getting a complete profile of amino acids, helping to support muscle health and repair. To ensure you're getting enough protein to maintain muscle mass, aim to include a good source of protein in every meal. Aiming for about 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal can be a great starting point. For example, a piece of grilled chicken or fish, a serving of tofu, or a cup of lentils can provide this amount. If you're struggling to reach this target, consider adding a protein-rich snack, like a handful of nuts, a protein smoothie, or a serving of Greek yogurt. To bridge the gap, it's not just about quantity, it's also about quality. Choose protein sources that are nutrient-dense, meaning they provide a good amount of protein, without excess unhealthy fats. Lean meats, plant-based options like beans and lentils, and dairy products like yogurt and cottage cheese are great examples of high-quality protein sources. Maintaining a balanced diet that prioritizes high-quality protein is essential for preserving muscle mass and strength as you age. So, whether you're a meat eater or plant-based, make sure to prioritize protein in your meals. Your muscles and your body will thank you for it, helping you stay strong, independent, and healthy for years to come. 7. Excessive coffee consumption, the hidden harm to your muscles. Coffee, for many, it's a morning ritual. The rich aroma, the warmth in your hands, and the comforting jolt of energy that starts your day. And while moderate coffee consumption can have some health benefits, such as improved alertness and a boost in metabolism, drinking too much, especially later in the day, can start to have a negative impact on your muscle health. Here's the problem. Coffee is a diuretic, which means it causes your body to lose fluids more rapidly. This dehydration can significantly affect muscle function. Muscles rely on adequate hydration to contract properly and recover after use. Without enough water, your muscles can become stiff and prone to cramps, and you might even notice your energy levels dropping quicker than usual. Dehydration also hampers the absorption of essential nutrients, leaving your muscles starving for the fuel they need to stay strong. But the effects of coffee go beyond just dehydration. Coffee increases the production of cortisol, the stress hormone. While cortisol has its role in the body, helping to manage stress, an overabundance of this hormone can be detrimental to muscle health. When cortisol levels remain elevated, it signals the body to break down muscle tissue for quick energy. Over time, this chronic muscle breakdown can lead to a loss of muscle mass, making it harder for you to maintain strength and endurance. So, while that cup of coffee might seem like a boost in reality, it could be quietly eroding your muscle tissue without you even realizing it. But it's not all bad news. The key here is moderation. You don't have to give up coffee completely, but limiting your intake can help mitigate its negative effects. Experts suggest sticking to 1 to 2 cups of coffee a day, ideally consumed in the morning when your body is naturally awake and more capable of processing caffeine, without affecting your sleep or hydration levels. Another important tip is to balance coffee consumption with adequate hydration. For every cup of coffee you drink, make sure to replenish your body with water. This simple step can help restore the fluids lost from coffee's diuretic effect, keeping your muscles hydrated and functioning properly. You can also opt for mineral-rich drinks, like herbal teas, or sip on water with added electrolytes to further support your muscle health. Alongside hydration, focus on a nutrient-dense diet to keep your muscles strong. Foods rich in calcium, magnesium, and potassium, such as leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and whole grains, can help counteract the effects of cortisol and keep your muscles well-nourished. Ensuring that your body gets the right minerals will help mitigate the damage that excessive caffeine can cause. In summary, while coffee can still be part of your routine, it's important to recognize its potential impact on muscle health when consumed in excess. By limiting your intake, staying hydrated, and ensuring your diet is rich in essential minerals, you can continue enjoying your coffee while also protecting your muscles from long-term harm. So, enjoy your morning cup, but be mindful of how much you consume and how you balance it with hydration and good nutrition for muscle health. Your muscles and your overall well-being will thank you. Conclusion: small changes for lasting muscle health. As we've seen, the foods and habits we think are harmless can quietly undermine our muscle health, especially as we age. From sugary snacks and refined carbs to excessive alcohol and coffee, these everyday choices can lead to muscle loss, weakness, and fatigue. But the good news is, it's not too late to make a change. By moderating your intake of refined carbohydrates, trans fats, and alcohol, and being mindful of hydration and protein intake, you can protect your muscles from unnecessary damage. Prioritize nutrient-dense foods like whole grains, healthy fats, and high-quality protein to support muscle growth and recovery. And remember, moderation is key. Whether it's coffee or alcohol, small adjustments can have a big impact on preserving your muscle strength and overall health. The path to stronger muscles and better health begins with small, consistent changes. By making smarter food choices and paying attention to your body's hydration and nutritional needs, you can maintain your strength, energy, and independence as you age. So start today. Your muscles will thank you for it.